about this Alocasia plant.
Alocasia is also known as elephant's ear, and it's a big plant that looks airy and elegant and has large and beautifully patterned leaves. It has tall smooth stems that grow out of a tuber, and the stems can be plain and some have tiger stripes, and the leaf is beautiful. The flowers in the form of spike is small and not really impressive, but the decorative value of this plant is in the beautiful leaves. Alocasia is a fast-growing plant, and it may produce a new leaf every week and much bigger leaf on the next week. The leaf shapes can vary from slim arrowheads to wide heart-shaped leaves that have colorful veins and a variety of textures. Some are thick, some are waxy, slick, and glossy. And these ornamental alocasia are not edible, but they are very beautiful. Alocasia grows from rhizomes in the ground, and propagation of this plant involves separating the rhizomes and the suckers. I propagate this plant by separating the suckers. Many suckers of Alocasia just grow beside the mother plant, so it's easy to dig them off from the ground. This time, I'm going to plant this in my backyard garden. I'm going to show you how easy to grow this Alocasia plant. And I will be cleaning a small area here for my Alocasia plants. But you can also plant this in your pots, especially if you want to bring it indoors. Just make sure to position this plant in sunny location in the house. And here I dig the holes, about 4 to 5 inches deep. If your Alocasia is the large variety, you will need a wider spacing. If you have the smaller variety, then you may plant it about 1 to 2 feet apart. For me, I have these mixed varieties, and I'm going to plant them closer because I'm planning to transplant them into pots when they grow and when they become nice looking. And if you're planting this in a pot, plant it in a loose, well-drained potting mix or crumbly loamy soil. Alocasia does not like a soil that is always wet and soggy. Keep your Alocasia plants just moist all through the year, but not soggy. They are water-loving plants, but allow the topsoil to become nearly dry before watering the plant. Most of the Alocasia species will survive in shade, but they often appreciate slightly brighter filtered sunlight. Some of the bigger varieties can be trained to handle to full tropical sun. I'll send them a hardcover as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into your side. And Alocasias can be heavy feeders, especially the large varieties. Feed them with liquid fertilizer during the growing season or frequent with small amount of balanced granule fertilizer. But be careful not to let the fertilizer touch the plant. This will damage the plant because once this happens, they will most likely burn and rot. You can also feed the plant with compost and ground manure.
And fall from what she's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la.
Alocasias are prone to spider mites, and when infested, isolate the plant and rinse the leaves and the stems with soapy water, and follow this by wiping the plant with neem oil.
She's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la.
Planting ornamental alocasia is same thing as planting the edible giant taro.
Over the hills and far from heart, she's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift and hope that you'll take it in.
It's very easy to propagate this plant.
Over the hills.
You can also multiply this plant by means of splitting the tuber into several pieces and plant it in the soil. After a few weeks, the new growth will appear. Then you can easily take out the new growth when it has grown its own roots.
Over the hills and far from heart, she's waiting for love to be real.
if you're interested about propagation and care of other plants, then see you in my other videos. Goodbye!